Good morning, everyone. My name is Kirk Crandall, and today I would like to bring to your attention or heighten your attention about the Biscayne Bay environmental catastrophe. Now, for those of you that don't know, Biscayne Bay is located in Miami. Some say it's Miami's most iconic body of water. It is also, however, the main coastal ecosystem and nursery to millions of sea life organisms, creatures. Now, some of you may have seen from early this August the viral videos of the unprecedented fish kill-off. Hundreds of thousands of fish died in a 1 week period. Now, you may have, like I said, it went viral. Terrible viral videos of hundreds of thousands of fish washed up on shore. Now, you may have seen these and you thought, oh my gosh, it's terrible. The algae is really getting out of control. Maybe the waters are rising and the water temperature is getting warmer, but the government knows about it. There's this political outcry that's way down in Miami, and I'm just going to keep scrolling. Now, this is why Biscayne Bay still needs your help. Yes, there was political outcry, and yes, initiations to help the bay have begun, but these initiations have happened before, and we must stay on the government. We need more change, and let me explain why. So we've known about these problems for decades. Even as of last year, before this fish kill-off, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration stated that the Biscayne Bay is at its tipping point, and if we don't do something, it will never be back to its original state, and that's just sad, so sad, and we can prevent that. So also in this study, they've noticed that since 1995, phosphorus and chlorophyll levels have been steadily rising in the bay. Now, this is what they call specific nutrient pollution. They say this because these chemicals actually fertilize the water, especially with the rising water temperatures. So they fertilize the water, huge algae blooms, everything dies overnight, no oxygen. The algae takes all of the oxygen from the seagrass, that dies, then the fish die. Maybe you think that we can't stop the rising temperatures, but we can help prevent all of these chemicals being dumped into the bay. Now, where are these problems coming from? So there's three main ones. Miami has no fertilizer ordinance, especially in the raining season, which is one of the only counties to not have a fertilizer ordinance during the rain season. They also let the stormwater collect these fertilizer chemicals, and the stormwater is not treated and just runs directly into the bay. Now, last but not least, when Miami was initially built up on Biscayne Bay, their septic tanks, the seawater hadn't risen, so the septic tanks were above the groundwater. Now the sea levels have risen, and those septic tanks are getting into the aquifer, adding even more phosphorus into the water. So, how do we solve these things? We are asking for a fertilizer ordinance. The stormwater we are asking to be treated, and it's going to cost a lot of money and it's going to take time, but we need to get those septic tanks curtailed into a sewer line so it can be treated before it is dumped into the bay. Now, if we do all of these things, the bay can return. The bay will return, the seagrass will return, and all of the wildlife and creatures will return, which will also help Miami's economy. We need this water clean, and we need the fish. We really do. So, some steps have happened from the political outcry earlier this year, but as I stated, we need to stay on them. They have created the Miami-Dade Biscayne Bay Task Force, and there is a delegate who that's his one and only job. But we need to stay on him, and we need to ask for further change, and we really need to try to get this fertilizer ordinance. So, if you don't mind taking the time, I have added below in the comments or in your section, I am going to be adding the Everglades.org when they teamed up with Miami Waterways, asking for the fertilizer ordinance and a letter to Mayor Jimenez. And we also have a change.org petition which is under the Save Biscayne Bay call to action immediate response from county officials. So if we could sign both of those, we can help save the bay. You can do your part, and as a whole, we can bring a beautiful wildlife sanctuary back to life. Thank you. Have a nice day.